One in a billion. One in a billion. Toastmaster Ashok Kumar B.
Ask anyone to name a few persons who can be called one in a billion. You are sure to get names like Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Bill Gates, and Steve Jobs. You'll be surprised to find that no one will utter their own name. The fact is, every one of you is one in a billion. To be more precise, you are one in 7.50 billion, the world population today. Good evening, contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Oftentimes, we hear the phrase, compare apples to apples. Don't compare apples to oranges. The irony is that we often use this term mostly to compare human beings. It's ridiculous and outrageous. We are human beings. We are not apples. We are not oranges. At times, we may be couch potatoes. That may be okay. Even all the apples are not the same. There are over 7,500 apple varieties in the world. Ooty apples, Kashmir apples, Washington apples are some examples. Let's come back to human beings. There are many parameters that differentiate and distinguish one person from another. Gender, age, mother tongue, nationality, marital status, religion, community, caste, place of birth, place of living, education, profession. I am running out of count and breadth. Not only that, there are physical and physiological parameters such as height, weight, color of skin, color of eyes, fingerprints. Some of these parameters or characteristics we get out of DNA, and the rest we acquire over time. No two people are identical in all respects. Even the so-called identical twins are not identical all the time. I know a pair of twins, Kamala and Vimala. They both passed +2 exams together. Kamala, with a high score, got into electronics engineering, which was hot then. Vimala, with a slightly lower score, got into computer science. In the final year, during the campus interview, Vimala got placed first in a high-tech company with a fat salary. Kamala, who got high score in +2 exams, got placed a little later in a normal company with a normal salary. What a turnaround for Vimala. There will be a turnaround for Kamala later. There will be many twists and turns along the way for both of them in their personal and professional journeys. Are you wondering what I am trying to convey? You are unique. Given the umpteen number of parameters that separate one person from another, there can be no meaningful comparisons with others. Unfortunately, we compare ourselves with others who are better than us in some way or other, and then we feel unhappy, jealous, or inferior. It should not be. We should focus on our strengths. If you find something great in others that you want to develop, go ahead and put in efforts, sustained way. If the results are positive and you are successful, well and good. If the results are not good, time out and be happy that you tried your best. By the way, we are clever and clear. There are certain comparisons that we don't make. We don't compare ourselves with Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela or Narayana Murthy or Shiv Nadar kind of people. We only admire them. They all were having humble beginning like us and grew to great heights by their passion, talents, efforts, and lot of efforts and dreams. We don't compare with them. Who do we compare ourselves with? We compare ourselves with some Ramasamis or Sita Lakshmis who are in our surroundings, and maybe they are a notch above us in position, power, salary, or fame. We compare with them and then we get discouraged, disappointed, demoralized. We even compare our children with our neighbors' children only when they are better and put our children under tremendous pressure. Bill Gates once said, "Do not compare yourself with anyone else in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself." Well, then, whom should we compare ourselves with? We should compare us with ourselves only. For example, you can say, in my domain language, knowledge, I was there yesterday, I am here today, I'll be there tomorrow. Consider my case. 2 years back, I was not comfortable speaking humorously. In the last 2 years, I went up to the division level humorous speech contest. In the coming years, I'll try my best to go to the district level. I may or may not succeed, but this is a kind of comparisons that we can make about ourselves with ourselves. Dear Toastmasters and guests, you are unique. From the time you are born and until you leave the world, your journey is unique. Recognize your uniqueness, leverage your uniqueness, celebrate your uniqueness, because you are 1 in a billion. To be more precise, you are 1 in 7.50 billion. Contest Master.